product is being used by others. So they're just waiting for a time wherein they can safely, roll out and, deface certain products and then make it in a more smoother manner. So we are in that transition period, and that is what is actually giving you the feeling as though a lot of reporting tools are actually being provided to you. It's a bit confusing, but I think there is an easy way through that.
The next one is from Neeraja. So for designing, we have Query Designer. For analysis, we have Text Analyzer, and for analyzing text browser to organize queries. So what are the kind of things we have in Bobj that we can use for analysis or for designing purposes?
Well, from an analysis point of view, Webby is a very good tool for as an analysis reporting tool. And when it comes to analysis, if it is going to be what-if analysis, I think Accenture is the only tool available. So we really cannot really compare product by product. With what BW had to offer and how Bobj is coming and counterattacking. It's a more combined way in which we have to look at it. And our actual job is to actually map it according to the requirements. So, as long as we are concentrating on looking at the requirements and mapping it to the right tool, we should be okay there.
I think what you're saying is that there isn't like a one-to-one relationship saying
Yes.
this tool in Dex can be, in Designer can be used for this specific tool.
Exactly.
But you look at it as a whole package.
Yes.
And I think that also partially answers the question that Madhavi has, is do we have any tool for a high-level what-if analysis or sensitivity analysis without impacting the BI database layer?
No, what-if analysis, from our experience, it has been predominantly Accenture's. We have just dished out a lot of dashboards on Accenture's area, and that has been a very, very powerful what-if analysis tool for us. And I hope that's the sort of analysis that you're looking at when she's framing sensitive analysis as well. So I would say is Accenture's. I'll just stick with it for what-if analysis.
Okay. This is a good one for you. Question from Ranajit is, can you explain the advantage of data flow in SAP BI 7 from the old one?
Yeah, that's a whole you want me to take a totally new course,
right?
But simply put, at a very high level, the transformations have changed, wherein we used communication structure, update rules, transfer rules as predominantly paths through which we send data. They have been replaced in BI 7 as transformations. So no longer in BI 7 we use your update rules, transfer rules, info source, etc. Now that's your first major difference. The second major difference is in terms of your data loading. In versions prior to 7.0, you use predominantly info package to load all of your data targets. But from 7.0, a concept called as data transfer process was brought in picture, specifically to load BW related objects alone. And then that is further improved upon in the recent current version of 7.3. I hope that gives you the perspective or the difference of 7.0 and older ones.
Okay, let's see if more questions are flowing in. I do have one from Chetan. What about the performance of Data Federator?
Well, we have had certain issues in the past, but I think the recent version of Data Federator is pretty stable. And that is one of the reasons why we went ahead and wanted to recommend that to be used when you're actually looking at merging data from two different discrete data sources. And one of the most interesting thing about Data Federator is your, there has to be some sort of a data sync. I mean, when I say that, you can pick up any data and merge it together, it's not exactly like that. There has to be a sensible link between both those data warehouses in order to be able to provide you a better view. So it really depends. You have to do a lot of analysis on the sort of data that you're trying to merge and then try and place Federator to good advantage.
Okay. Question from Jaideep. Can you explain BI Explorer?
BI Explorer? Well, BI Explorer is predominantly a term which is associated with business intelligence, business explorer only. It's nothing but a suite of tools which are used for complete reporting needs with respect to BW some time ago. But I think it's slowly getting phased out. At least that's the plan of SAP, but I don't know how far they are going to be successful, particularly with the queries generated with the BEX still providing data to the BobJ. So we'll probably have to wait and see what the future of Business Explorer is.
The next one I have is again from Mayur. What kind of opportunity Accenture provides in BI Center of Excellence area?
Well, I belong to Business Intelligence Center of Excellence area, so it's a very, very niche area wherein all cutting edge technologies are first being opened up, and you get to see the technology offered to the world firsthand, and you get to integrate with people all across the globe in order to understand and develop some sort of a sense towards the technology. And also it gives, that benefit always comes in with the responsibility of actually sharing it across the community and making the entire community aware of what you're trying to do. So shortly put, if you're a tech geek, that's the place to be.
I think that was really said. Let's see if we have more coming in. In the meantime, I think I do have two more here. Question from Praveen and Ram. Why is it not recommended to use data services to extract data from SAP system?
Well, depends on where you want to go there, Praveen. You're extracting data, and you can most definitely extract data out of SAP ECC using your data services. But where do you want to put it? If you want to take it and put it into some other data warehouse, you might as well use the standard extractors provided by SAP ECC themselves. So extraction is not an issue, but where you're going to put it, that's a very, very critical point in order to decide whether to use data services or not.
The next one, I read it more as a comment, but poses a question from Rudrajit is, BEX is running on Excel, Excelsius is based on Excel, and now advanced Excel PPT is being introduced. Can we say that SAP BI is a combination with MS tools can provide any company with complete BI solutions?
That's a very interesting standpoint, Rudrajit, to be very, very honest. I know, but predominantly if you take a look at it, Excel has been the reporting tool, right? What is wrong in any company picking it up as a medium to actually embed their own technology into it? Come on, tell me. I think, so from that perspective, I think everybody's basic instinct will always go in and choose Excel as a predominantly a base reporting tool to actually add on their features. And all the companies have done the same.
The next one is from Shashank. Please define and aggregate in one sentence.
Shashank, aggregates in one sentence. Okay. From a reporting perspective, let's assume you have one record, a long record of say about 200 characters. The time, in order for you to query out any details within it, you have to read the entire 200 characters. Now, an aggregate is, you just keep looking at a particular query as to how frequently which of those 200 characters are involved, say about 40 of them, put them into a separate additional second small cube and just keep reading from that 40. You're saving time by just reading those 40 characters over 200 characters. That's your aggregates. Your little one of 40 characters clubbed together, that's your aggregate.
The next one is from Rahul, and I think we talked about quite a few reporting tools and how it is client dependent, but the question is which reporting tool is used to design a report easily?
Excel, Rahul. Excel. That's a tool. Nothing replaces it.
Right. The next one is from Arun. We're currently using BO 3.1. What is your suggestion on migrating to BO 4.0?
That's the next natural step, from an upgradation point of view. Anything above BO 2.0 is eligible for 4.0, but that's easily said, okay? But I would definitely suggest that you talk to your clients. I'm pretty sure there is a lot of infrastructure requirements which might limit. If everything is in plenty, why not? I think you should already be in 4.0.
Let's see if we have more questions coming in. I do have one from Mayur again. Does BobJ support multidimensional reporting?
BobJ makes uses of multi-dimensional nature of data within the data warehousing of BW. Did that answer your question? Let me just explain. BobJ, from a BW perspective, is just leveraging as a reporting tool. It does not bring in the multi-dimensional component. You're still using the cubes as a multi-dimensional component, and that is what is giving you your MDM capability. So the short answer to that is BobJ does not provide multi-dimensional. It uses MDM capabilities of the InfoCube in BW.
Okay. I think we took quite a bit of questions out there. So I would probably want to say that, we would like to conclude our session now.
Thank you.
So Prasad, thank you. And everybody, thank you for your time today. I would quickly encourage you folks to use the feedback section we have at the bottom of the screen where you were entering your questions. There is also an option for you to provide us your feedback on today's session, and also if you have any follow-up questions regarding either Accenture opportunities here or about the technology that we spoke with. Please feel free to submit it there, and we will ensure that we will be reaching back to you on those questions or comments. And also expect a communication from Accenture thanking you for your participation for today. Thank you all, and you folks have a nice evening.